Hi everyone, it's Christine from Haberdashery and welcome to our Shabby Chic corner everyone. We just recently moved to this space and we're really fortunate to be working in this amazing shop. And as you can see everyone, we love everything Shabby Chic, and we also love sharing do-it-yourself projects where we can teach you guys how to fab, upcycle, and refurbish old vintage and antique style furniture and decor. And today, you guys, I thought we'd do something a little easy, which is basically something I think most of us should have, which is some old frames that you probably aren't using anymore because they're either broken, outdated, they're missing pieces, or they're just not the right color for your current decor. And we're going to show you guys how to antique and refinish them so that they can have a fresh new look that's going to look amazing. And right now we're going to go over some of the tools and materials that we're going to be using, including some of our new chalk paints from Dixie Belle that just came in, you guys. And I'm really excited to share this line of chalk paints with you guys because it's really easy to use, and I've seen some amazing results when it comes to refurnishing decor and furniture. So let's get started, everyone. But before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can keep updated with some of our projects. Here's some tools and materials to get started. You want to start off with some chalk paints. Usually a dark and light color is great to start with, so maybe 2 shades. You also want to have a clear wax, and if you want a tinted wax, in our case we're using a brown, and you also want some brushes. You also want a good set of brushes. So we got a 5-piece professional chalk and wax set from Infinity on Amazon. All our tools and materials will be listed in the links below. Last of all, don't forget the frames. Let's get started, everyone. So when preparing our frames to be painted, we sort of just want to go ahead and clean up the frames, removing all the different things that you could probably find, like loose paper. And for some of the metal pieces here that you see, you probably just want to use some pliers and carefully take those out. And wearing some gloves and probably a mask, you want to go ahead and just clean up these frames with some mineral spirits. Just lightly wipe them down. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to go ahead and prepare our frames for the next step. Next, you want to prepare your working space. Dixie Belle actually has 0 VOCs, so it's safe enough to use indoors, which is really great. So once you finish prepping, just make sure you have a nice space that's covered. Chalk paint's not too messy, but you still kind of want to make sure you can kind of cover the area so that you don't make too much of a mess. So we'll first start off by dampening our brush just a little bit. And we're going to start with our first shade of chalk paint, which is a hurricane gray. This is going to be our base coat. And we're going to start with a very light first base coat. For our second coat, we do the same thing where we lightly spray down the brush just to keep the paint flowing smoothly onto our piece. Now we're going to dry brush our highlights in a white fluff onto the frame, and it should really bring out some of the beautiful details on the wood. So now we're going to apply some of our tinted brown wax. It's really going to give our frame a more rustic look and really bring out the details a lot more. And before I even do that, you don't necessarily have to do this, but sometimes if you're ready to finish painting the piece, go ahead and put some clear wax underneath it. It does help you to kind of thin out some of the darker wax, and it also kind of brushes on a little bit more smoothly. Now we're going to be applying some of the dark tinted wax. You can do it pretty liberally because you're going to be buffing the excess at the very end. So you want to wait about 15 minutes between each coat of wax. You can put as many as 2 to 3 different coats on top. I just went ahead and buffed out some of the dark wax. piece seems a little dark, you can always go back in with some highlights. We'll go back in with some of the fluff and lightly brush over some of the darker areas to clean it up. Once the wax is dry, where it's no longer tacky, we're going to go ahead and distress our piece using 150 grit sandpaper. So this piece is pretty much already done. You can put another layer of wax over your distressing to protect the piece a little more. In this case, I'm going to be using this spray-on wax, also by Dixie Belle. It's fairly easy to use. You basically spray the piece and within 15 to 20 minutes, go ahead and buff it like you would the other wax. And you should have a really nice frame that's been distressed and chalk painted for your decor. I really love doing this piece, you guys. It was pretty fun and simple, and I hope it kind of perked your interest on doing some chalk paint projects in the future. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions about chalk paint or this project, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. We'd love to see any questions or feedback that you guys might have. Also, if you're interested in any other projects and having us do, please also leave a comment, and we'll definitely would love to try something new that might interest you. Thank you so much for watching. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you learned something new about how to distress and upcycle some of your old frames. Join us for our next video, everyone, where we're going to be showing you how to make these amazing country chic trays with vintage lettering out of repurposed wood. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep up with us, you guys. You have an amazing one.